Today we are in Ohio, the Akron, Stowe area of Ohio to be exact, at a Home2 Suites. I have booked an accessible room, mobility and hearing accessible room with a roll-in shower and with a king-size bed. So let's head on inside and see what things look like. But before we do that, if you take a look here, there are 5 handicap spaces right up front by the door. These are the only handicap spaces available right there by the door, so keep that in mind as you pull into the parking lot. Room 129. So here we are in the Home2 Suite, room 129. Here is the mini kitchenette here. Now that says these counters are lowered, but I'm not sure. See, there's a dishwasher and it's sitting right on top. It feels pretty much the same height as our kitchen counters at home. There is space, however, under the sink there that you can pull up in a chair. Here's another look at the kitchenette from the other angle. Lots of space, tons of space in this room to maneuver around in. This is a pull-out bed here. But you can see, look at all of this space. It's a king bed, our desk, TV, and there is ample space on the other side of the bed as well. You could easily get a chair. That's still pretty wide, that space right there. You can still get a chair in to transfer on this side as well. The bed comes the whole way to the end. If you saw my video on the True, that was an issue, but that's even right there. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go take a look at the bathroom. This is also a connecting room, by the way. All right, let's take a look in here and see what we have in here. This is a roll-in shower, and where's our light switch? There it is. All right, roll-in shower. No lip down there for water. We've had some of them that have had a lip to try to save water on the floor, like a soft plastic lip. It is not. There is not a bench in here. Uh-oh. That is the first time we have encountered that. There is not a bench in this roll-in shower. It does have the handheld sprayer, controls, and then the top sprayer over there, it has rails. The toilet has rails on the left here. So depending on where you need your rails, they are on the left. And yes, there is ample room again. Sink's a little high, but there is room there underneath. But yes, this is a point of note. There is no chair in this roll-in shower. No bench, no fold-down bench. I think we're gonna have to ask. All right, we got a shower chair. I went down to the desk and I asked, and they had them. It took them a hot minute to find them, but took about 15 minutes later, they came back with a shower chair. So just as a tip, if you get to the room and you're expecting a bench or a shower chair, much like we were, and it's not there, go ahead and ask at the desk and tell them they're probably there somewhere so that they can find them for you. After we use the shower this evening, I'll let you know how the floor situation is. It is tile and there's no lip, so we will see how wet this floor gets and how slick it gets, and I will let you know. All right, showers are done, chair worked great. Wanted to check in on the floor. As you can see, you can see the shine, the floor is quite wet. There does seem to be a drain right here in the middle. The floor is quite wet, but it's not quite as slippery as some other ones. The tile seems to have a little bit of texture on it, which is helping. So it's not super slippery, but still not going to be using crutches on this. We used the chair. But as you can see, yeah, the floor did get quite wet coming out from the shower there without a lip. Although we've had showers with lips and have had even more wetness, so I'm not sure what the answer to that is. But this tile does seem to have a bit of texture and it's not quite as slippery. This room, of course, also has the lowered peephole. There's one there, and you can turn the doorbell on and off. Now, I will point out there is one thing in this room I've noticed that I have not noticed in other accessible rooms, and that is these light switches are lowered. You can see the door handle here. There's where the light switch is, right across from the door handle. Much more easily accessed than others. So yeah, I like that. I had been commenting in a previous room that with all of the other amenities, you would think they would have lowered the light switches. And in this room they did. So kudos on that. We have some lowered light switches too. Now we're in the lobby bathroom downstairs. This was the women's room, but the men's room was the same. It was a single-seater companion style bathroom with tons of space in here so that you could help someone if necessary and maneuver a chair in here. The rails are on the left if that's important to you. And yeah, this is the only bathroom downstairs though. You're going to hear me note as we get to the pool area that there's no bathroom in the pool area. This is the closest bathroom to the pool area. So I have a spray off shower here with some handrails, open air just to get wet, to push the dirt off before you get in the pool and the chlorine after you get out. Alright, this is the pool area. They have a unique setup here. They have like an outside area over there, and then they have an outside area over here with an indoor pool in the middle. They do have the lift, you can see that. There are that handrail to the left of the lift. There are steps. One thing to point out is it is a little narrow. This space right here that I'm about to walk down, it feels really tight. You can bring a chair, absolutely big enough to bring a wheelchair through, bring a scooter through, but it is tight. And the other side, I don't believe is negotiable at all with a wheelchair or scooter. So it's only this side. If there were people sitting here, which I've been down here and there's only been people swimming once since we've been here. But if there were people swimming here, sitting here, or had their stuff sprawled out, shoes, etc., this is going to be tight to navigate. But certainly doable, you know, if swimming is something that you enjoy. But yeah, we have the steps in the handrail and the lift. Just one more point of note here, there is no pool bathroom, so you have to do any changing back in your room or whatnot, or run back to the room or to the lobby for a bathroom, but no pool bathroom here. We're in the lobby now. One thing I really like about Home2 Suites in the lobby is the variety of seating. There are high tables, low tables, regular tables. There are benches. There are cushioned seats. There are stools. Just a wide variety of seating available in the lobby area. So there's lots of variety. You can set it up to suit your needs. That's going to do it for our stay at the Home2 Suites in Akron, Stowe, Ohio. This is October of 2024, so of course, if you're viewing this later, things may have changed, but this is what it looked like right now. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you saw something there that you can use. Let me know in the comments below if this is a place that you could stay, if you could make these amenities work for you. Because again, disabilities and accessibility needs are just as different as everyone individual in the world. So what works for us may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for us at all. So my job here is just to show you what is available and see if it works for you. If you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments below also. Also, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it'll help me be able to bring more hotel rooms to you. That's all for now. Maybe while you're in the area, you can go to Cuyahoga National Park. You can check out my video on that following this one. Thanks. Bye.